Good morning,
Good
beautiful
morning.
people.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy morning. Happy coffee.
Let's go find us.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there we are. Yay.
We're somewhere.
I've got us. We're
Awesome.
on Enlightened World Network.
And we are on Enlightened Living.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Please share out.
Sharing is caring.
Absolutely.
And if you care about us, you're going to send us the ark.
Yeah.
Rain, rain, and more rain.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Gotta love the rain, right? Well, it could be worse. It could be snow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm really, that's cool. That's very cool.
Hi, Wendy. Good morning. And Deirdre.
Yes.
And yes, please share
Wendy,
to the group.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. Diane, I knew you'd be here bright and early. And Sherry Layton Gatewood. Good morning,
Hi, Sherry.
sweetheart. Luann.
Good morning, Deirdre.
Rain, go away and come again
Another day.
sometime, like in the future, but not immediately.
Somewhere else.
So
Just
I'm Sharon,
else.
because I care.
And good morning, Julie Kiss and Luann and Sharon Boyle. Everybody is here bright and early this morning. I almost missed it.
Yeah, I was going to just let her sleep in, but I went in and woke up the dogs, and they woke her up.
Yes. Yeah, she let them do the dirty work.
I wasn't going to be on the brunt of that. I'm like, babies, wake up your mama.
Deirdre said it's raining there, too.
I think it's raining cats and dogs, honestly.
And Diane, they had lots and lots of rain yesterday. And wow, it is a rainy kind of time. So about 3:30 this morning, I get a knock on the door. Jeryl, it's coming in.
I did not, because I didn't want to wake the babies. I just wanted to wake her.
Oh, yeah, like
and
that's
so I'm
happen.
standing outside the door, and I say her name, nothing. Say it again, nothing. So I said it louder, and I'm panicking because I'm trying to close all the windows. I mean, there are a lot of windows.
Yeah. There are actually, with all the panels, there's 4 panels per window. There are 144 panels on this porch. I kid you not, because I have to wash them all by hand once a year, and it takes me about 3 days to take them all out. If you look at this, see, there's 144 of those puppies on the porch.
I was sleeping. Finally, I had a really hard time going to sleep last night, and I finally went to sleep, and I felt water on me, and I'm going, why is there water on me? And I finally woke up and realized that we were in the middle of a big storm, and it was blowing through the window. And so I closed the windows right by my bed, and then I tried to close some more, and I got stuck. So I had to go get her to close some of them, because some of them are kind of difficult. They don't like to close.
The windows are about 25 years old, so at least 20.
They're stubborn.
They're a little stubborn at times. Yes.
So good morning, Parvani and Kristen Capucci, Francie Mulholland. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. It's wonderful to see you. And let's see, I'm going to try to pull this up on my phone to see if I can get another stream that I can get all those comments on.
Wendy, that's where the umbrella came in. I needed it to protect me from that storm last night. This is like the second storm in, a week?
Yeah,
where it's just really, the lightning was incredible again. The thunder wasn't as bad as the last time. Well, the lightning wasn't as bad as that, but it was still lighting up the whole sky, not just one little piece. And it's been interesting lightning, because it has been comprehensive. It's been all over the whole river, not just the little streaks that come down. And that I'm used to.
Do you do the counting thing? When I was a kid, I was taught that once you see the lightning, you count 1001, 1002, 1003, and that tells you how, oh my gosh, how many miles away it is. My big brother is here.
Well, hi, big brother. I know who you are. You can't hide from
Steve.
Good morning. And good morning, Catherine.
Yes, Catherine, hello. And Sam misses you, Steve. So you got to get that boat over here pretty soon. they're gonna keep their boat at our house. So
Awesome.
my husband is so happy. He just loves it when Steve comes by. Yeah. He's so surrounded by all of this femaleness. All the animals are female. Teri and I. There's no guys around, so he's missing that. Yeah, Diane counts too. See? And there was 6 miles last night. I was like, wherever it was 6 miles away.
Oh.
Because I was counting because I could not go to sleep because it wouldn't shut up.
Good morning, Pretty. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning.
Wow.
Yeah, how's everybody
Everybody's
doing?
We're missing some people. Sharon's not here yet.
Yeah. I could have sworn I saw Sharon. Yes.
Nope, no Sharon Boyle yet. Okay, Sharon, we're talking about you, so
is.
get in here.
No, she's right up here. Sharon Boyle. Good morning, everyone.
Nice
Go
to
back
Sharon
up when
Boyle.
she came in right behind Julie Kiss.
There's Julie.
Yeah.
Sharon
Boyle
and
there
Julie
she
Rand
is.
Yeah, my screen just refreshed.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay. Well, we talked about you anyway, Sharon, because we love you. I love my Sharon Boyle.
So how's everybody doing out there? You know, a lot of people have been doing a lot of processing, which is really awesome, and feeling our Diane Allison Beiersdorfer is literally jumping around this morning. She is the gifts that she was sending were just absolutely hysterical. So I know a lot of you are doing really well today.
Well, I'm so glad. Good morning, Dina from Vancouver Island, Canada on Periscope. Hello, and thank you for being with us. And Christine Rug is watching with us.
Wendy says, I was counting while you were getting wet.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin Christine up in Illinois is was joining in today.
Is that the Christine Rug?
Christine Rug, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. She lives on the farm up in Illinois. And Julie kisses back. Woohoo, Diane. Look at Diane. We're gonna have a hard time keeping her down today. We don't want to keep her down. We're just gonna she said she's the chatty child in the classroom today.
Luann, I think we're all having trouble sleeping. I couldn't fall asleep last night. I had a little bit of pain issue going on, and then when I finally fell asleep, I got woken up.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't supposed to sleep last night, and I actually woke up before my alarm went off, and I shut it off, and then I laid there, and I'm thinking, I better get up. And usually, Jeryl here's my alarm, and she gets up, but my alarm didn't go off this morning. That's why you overslept. It's all my fault.
It's her fault. Yeah. Well, mine did go off, and I said, Alexa, turn off alarm.
Oh boy.
Do you know that Alexa thing? I'm just starting to use it the last couple days. You know, I physically get up and turn off an alarm. I'm so old school. And this new telling Alexa to turn off the alarm is going to be an issue for me, I think, because it's so easy. And then I just say it, and then I just go right back to sleep. So
yeah. What was the name? Dina, I think, on Periscope. Is it Dina? I'm tired this morning, so I'm not retaining my memory. There it is.
And good morning, Elaine Leonard. She joined us.
Hi, Elaine. I think your name is Dina. Forgive me if that's incorrect. She asked, what is an angel speaker?
Ah, okay.
I am what's considered an angel conduit. The angels bring through messages through me because I've opened up to that gift. I've always been around them. They've always shown themselves to me and spoken to me. So about 6 years ago, they told me to create angel speakers, which is a networking. We do different things, teachings, channelings, classes, workshops, and retreats. So that's what angel speakers is. And let's go ahead and announce it.
Drum roll, please.
A new show will start tomorrow at Enlightened World Network, and it's called Angel Speakers Espanol. So if you have any Spanish-speaking people that you think could benefit from that, I will be bringing messages from the angels. And a dear friend that I'm very new with has offered and volunteered to translate into Spanish. So Lily will be on the Zoom with me, and I will be speaking English, and she'll translate it into Spanish. Now, how cool is that?
Yeah.
We're going international, people.
That's very cool. Congratulations.
I love it.
And Deirdre says she's doing a lot of inner work. She's just working it, laugh out loud. And let's hold Deirdre and her daughter, who we've been holding up in prayers. She found out yesterday that her daughter does have COVID-19. And so we want to, and her daughter's in Indiana. So we want to keep her daughter really lifted up in our prayers today and throughout.
And your cousin, is it cousin?
Cousin Christine.
Brother, your brother.
My brother.
Yes. Steve says, tell Sam be groovy. I will come soon with permission from the governor.
Yeah. Well, he said he's doing he's lifting the stay at home order starting tomorrow, I think. But I've been trying to wade through all of that stuff, and I'm still kind of confused.
Yeah.
Restaurants are 25% capacity.
I don't even want to know.
I'm like, oh my God, it's just too much for me to think about. I've just really become very happy staying here at home. Although I do want to go see Steve and Barbara. But they're isolated too, so that would be good for me.
Well, Diane, I know now why your energy is so high vibe. She woke up to Callista. She did a beautiful meditation that that lifted me right off the ground. Callista, for those of you who don't know, has channeled the female archangels and that feminine aspect of the archangels, and she has given us wonderful information. She's an angel herself. She's just, way out there, her vibes. And she's been on a couple of my shows with me now. And she was on Angel Heart Radio Monday night. You can go listen to the replay of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Luann says, anyone else having trouble sleeping, dreams are confusing her. Yes. I've been having very vivid dreams. I know a lot of other people are having very vivid dreams. And trying to decipher them, kind of go with your intuition on that. Go into your gut. What do certain symbols mean to you? I was kissing a woman the other night in my dreams. Now, I'm going to tell everybody right up front, I'm not a lesbian. I am married. But it was symbolic to me to start to own my feminine energy more. I'm a survivor of certain issues. And so I kind of shut down my feminine aspect, and we are now going into this time of ascension. We're reclaiming the feminine, and the feminine is coming forward. So for me, it was symbolic of my claiming my feminine side and owning that power, because the feminine side of us is very, very powerful. It is a manifester, it's a creator, it's the nurturing, it's the creative. And so for me, it was very symbolic of claiming my feminine side.
Awesome. Wendy, thank you for sharing this into Callista Meditation Group. I appreciate that. And Elaine Leonard, I just love you, honey. I catch your lives every once in a while. Sorry I don't catch them regularly. Thank you for being with us this morning. Yes. And our Island Girl says, oh my goodness, I love that. And yes, thank you, Wendy, for that reminder. Robert's haunted pajama party starts tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
Eastern time. Yeah.
Oh, you're a medium. I've got to scroll back and see what your name is. Island Girl.
Okay. And Luann Thoreau, she says, I want to change my last name to Kiss. What a cool name. I love that last name, too. I think that's a great last name.
So her name is Dina. Island Girl is Dina. Let's all say good morning to Dina.
Good morning, Dina. It's nice to meet you, and thank you for joining us this morning. Do you have your coffee or beverage with you? And where are you from? Did she say? Mm-hmm. I apologize.
She's
where
in
did
Canada.
She say?
She's
Canada.
In Vancouver.
Okay.
So welcome.
Wonderful. Okay,
we are getting wet.
Yeah. And Sherry Seymour and Brenda Riley are with us.
Good morning, ladies. And it's really early for you, Elaine. 6:43.
Oh, my gosh.
We thought we were early birds. And Sharon has no problem sleeping. I've been through so much, and going through the lockdown with the kids has tired me out. So I'm lucky to sleep extremely well. I am so happy to hear that,
so
Sharon.
good, yeah.
I know those girls need you at full force. So
Yes.
I'm so glad that you are able to get the sleep.
And here's another dream. Diane had a dream. I had a dream that I was in a traveling circus, which is quite clear. I was just saying that I'm being called to take my circus on the road. Perfect dream. Time to get out there. Absolutely. I think a lot of us are having that call to really step up and step out and come out of hiding. You know, we've all been preparing for this our whole lives, or at least for me, about 3.5 decades. And I know Teri the same. Teri's been doing this a lot, but even Teri is going above and beyond what she normally does, which is absolutely amazing, mind-boggling actually to me, because it's like just when I think she couldn't do any more, she comes up with another new show.
Well, I didn't come up with that show.
Yeah, well,
that was totally the angels dropped that in my lap.
Now, I want to let you in on a little secret about little Miss Teri here. We have an intentions group every Monday night, and anyone is welcome to join, but it is private. It's very, very private. And we get together and we state our intentions for ourselves and for the collective. And then we do a 10-minute meditation to this beautiful music, and then we come back out and talk about what we saw in our visions. Well, for weeks and weeks now, every single Monday night, Teri says, my intention is I want to reach more people. I want to reach a broader audience. I want to reach those who aren't being reached every single week. So when she says it was just dropped in my lap, you're right. Yeah. But she called it forth. So it wasn't like she was just kind of hanging out and go, oh, how did that happen? She created it, and I bring that up because we are all powerful manifestors.
Exactly.
She didn't say how. She didn't say, okay, I want to reach a broader audience, but I want it to be this way, and this way. She stated it. This woman contacted her after seeing us on Coffee and Conversation, and a new show was born. So
yeah, and not just a new show, though. This is an audience that's not being reached. You know, there's not people out there that are speaking Spanish or having it translated. So yeah, they just brought it in yesterday, and I was excited. Enlightened World is excited, and we're just going to start it and do it. And it's not it's just organic. So we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. We're just going to do it.
Yeah. Luann's last name is pronounced Terio. Thank you, Luann. I had no idea. I thought I was pronouncing it right. It's French. Awesome. I love it.
And Luann Ardina is from Vancouver, and she's on Periscope, so she's not going to see what we're typing in, so we have to speak it. And people are saying good morning to you, Dina. So welcome. This is a wonderful place to be this morning.
And Belinda Dawn is with us.
And Sally just showed up, and Tony and Jenny Prouse. Good morning to all of you.
And Elaine has
an intention group.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, Deirdre. Anyone can do that intention group.
Yes.
I have to cap it because of time, and if you've ever heard of Lynn McTaggart, she started this Power of 8, where it's an intention group, and there's so much power when you have that many people. But she says anybody, anywhere up from 4 to 8 is going to have that power increase. So we've had 8 people in there at one time, but normally we have about 5 to 6.
5, yeah.
So yeah, let me know, Deirdre, if that's something you want to join us in, and I'll get you all that information.
Elaine says she has visitors that come and talk with her in her dreams. And good morning, Jenny Prouse. I didn't say good morning to you, Sally and Tony.
And Luann says, nice to have another Canadian here. And she's talking about you, Dina. So Luann from Canada is saying good morning to you.
Yes.
And so did Deirdre. Thank you all for welcoming our Periscope people.
Yes. Okay, and Sherry Gatewood says, I love that. Not going to talk a lot about it, just gonna do it. I love that. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yes.
Yeah, because when I contacted Ruth after I got off the phone with Lily, I said, she's ready. And Ruth goes, are you ready? And I'm going, what? I'm always ready. So, yeah, we're just going to do it.
And Elaine Leonard says, it feels like both the left and right brain is being activated. Crown, so much going on for sure. Yeah, I know my third eye, my crown, all kinds of things. When we do the intention group, the angels come in, she calls the angels in, and they were coming around and working on the crown. And I think right now, with everything that we're being called to do, we're being opened up. I mean, like blasted open. And so we're getting a lot of crown, third eye, ear chakra. You know, I've been clearing out, and Diane and everybody, we've been clearing out throat chakra, heart chakra. I mean, we're being upgraded and really put on the fast track now. That which is left, guess what? And tomorrow night, I go through my final and third phase of isolation. And so I've been on a very specific spiritual journey now for about a week and a half, and tomorrow night culminates that. So during the day, then I process. So I've been a little bit offline doing all of that. So after tomorrow night, I will have completed this particular spiritual journey that I'm on.
Exciting.
I know, I'm very excited.
Let's say good morning to Donna Sandoval, to Kathy Golden, Jana McPort. We got people jumping in here with us.
Oh my gosh, it's lovely
I love
to
it.
see everybody.
And Brenda Riley, good morning. She says, I know my own mediumship and channeling has changed in that I just know now.
Yeah.
I love that, just knowing. Yes. I feel like my higher self has just moved on in and stayed. It's wonderful. That when you get to that point where you don't have to think and analyze things, you just know. That's how everything is working right now. That's when we go up into that higher dimension, that's when everything just escalates. And I don't know if you listened to Divine Relationship Recovery last night, but Deb took us on an elevator. And with each floor, you were to stop and really pause and think about something. And that's what it feels like. We're not even doing the pause between the floors anymore. We're getting on that elevator and we're shooting up all the way to the penthouse. And that's where we are right now. We're in that penthouse. So we don't have to think, oh, I wonder if my pizza's going to get here. I wonder if this. We're not wandering anymore, or wandering with an A.
Oh, yeah.
We're really there, and everything is just so open to us. Did you all see that little, it was like a little animated clip that was going around about the two little girls that were sitting and talking about, one of them had been to Earth.
Oh,
and she's explaining to the other one.
Yeah.
And the other one, and she's saying something about, about manifesting. And the other one's going, what are you talking about? We don't have to do any of that stuff. We just think and it's there. And that's how the higher dimensional energy is. When you're up in fifth dimensional energy, you don't have to say, I'm going to release this and then I'll have this. It's just there. You just think it. And that's what we're being called to do, is just think it, just let it come in. Yeah, the volunteers, that's what it was all about, Deirdre.
Yes.
And just do it. Just believe. It's the trust and the faith and your intention that calls it to you. It's not doing anything, because that's something that's been really proven to us. It's not what we do. It's how we're approaching things, our perspective. And believing that it will happen.
And the emotion behind it.
Yeah, and every time that we did that intentions group, and I put that intention out there, it was a trust and a belief that, I was being heard. And when we say our prayers in the morning, for those of you who don't know, we have a prayer time on this every day at the end. When we say those prayers, it's just leaving it, right?
Absolutely.
We don't hold on to those prayer requests. We don't hold on to the energy of them. We turn that over. So it's total trust and faith that what we are putting out is heard.
Yeah. And good morning, Connie Smith Campbell. And I love this. Sharon Boyle says we have a retractable roof in the penthouse.
Yeah.
And Sally De La Rosa, I love this, Sally. She says, my faith is stronger. How many people would ever consider opening a business at a time like this?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But when you are called, when you are asked to step forward, it is like there is a knowingness, and it's like you can't not do it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it.
Absolutely.
And I love that about you and Tony, Sally. And I wish you two all the best success in what you're doing, because the world needs it. They're opening up a healing center.
Here. Hold that faith inside. Yes. I want to say good morning to someone on YouTube that's with us.
Oh, good morning.
We are on YouTube Live and Periscope Live, as well as Facebook. And I don't know what your name is. If you want to type it in, I'd love to know. Is this old helmet? I love that.
I love it.
I used to ride motorcycles. So hello, and the comment is, what a nice view behind you. This is the St. Johns River in Central Florida. Yes. And the nature here is just amazing. Right. We love it. And we all gather here every morning. Yep. We do this coffee and conversation every morning at 7:30 Eastern.
And good morning, Melody Simmons. That's my neighbor. She lives a couple of canals over.
And Diane Deagle is with us.
Oh, hi, Diane. Good morning. Yeah, the St. Johns River we are smack dab right between, if you draw a line between Jacksonville and Orlando, we're right in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. And across the way is the Ocala National Forest. Right. And you pretty much have to go through nowhere to get here. We're out very, very rural. And it's a little slice of paradise. It is. Absolutely.
And to answer your question, the question from YouTube is, what God do you believe in? I believe in a higher power, a creator. And you can call it whatever name you want to call it. You can envision it however you want to envision it. Mm-hmm. Our religion is love. Yep. This is what we're going to put in our mission statement on the group.
That's right.
Our religion is love. We don't follow any dogma. We welcome everybody and anybody into our group and just love you. We just love you. And that's what we do. Yeah. And that's when we gather together, we pull all of our love in our hearts together and lift each other up. So that's what we're all about. And again, tell us your name. I'd love to know who's watching us there on YouTube.
And Sharon says, you are a shining example of limitless potential, and we love you immensely, Teri.
Thank you, honey.
Yes, she is amazing.
Thank you. And I love Sally's comment. My faith is stronger. Oh, you read that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and our faith, this is what happens when we start seeing the manifestations and we start seeing signs and confirmations. Doesn't that boost our faith that's in there? I mean, you would think we would just say, okay, having that faith in there is enough. But we're humans. We're in this human body, and we like to see the evidence. We like to see the confirmations and the signs, the feathers and the pennies and names that just appear, or songs that just come to us. Who was it that the song was for from her mother? Now I don't remember it. I'm so
good
sorry.
morning. There was Carol and someone else.
Oh, what a
Carol
beautiful
Allen,
morning.
Carol Allen,
this
and
happened like
else.
a couple of days in a row that her mother was bringing through a song that was very meaningful. So that happens a lot too.
And good morning, Tammy Sanders is with us this morning.
Good morning, Tammy Sanders. And on YouTube, yes, we see you. And thank you for wishing us a good morning.
Thank you. And Jenny Prowse said, hi again, everyone. I think it's my Rob's son-in-law is home from the hospital. That's wonderful news.
Yeah.
For those who are new, at the end of the show, and we're coming up by about 10 after 8, we ask people to put in their prayer requests. Teri takes us on for the last 15 minutes or so, a guided meditation, and then we lift up everyone that has prayer requests in prayer. We pray for the planet. Our philosophy is this: we have a choice as to how we go through this time. How we choose to go through it, whether we go through in love or we go through in fear, is going to have a direct impact on what we see on the other side of this. And we're getting closer to the other side of this. And so we don't, like she said, we're all very, very spiritual people who respect each other's individual spiritual path. We don't tell anybody how to believe or how to worship or anything else. We just all go to source, creator, God, whatever you want to call it, universal intelligence. And we just go to that which we believe exists. And we ask to be lifted up. We ask for the planet to be lifted up. And we have very, very specific prayer requests as well. Because we have those that do have the COVID-19. We have people that are suffering from other things. People losing their jobs. We are grieving over the loss of an old way. So Teri works with the angels. She taps into the collective and decides what is for the highest and greatest good of all, and takes us through a meditation, and then we lift everybody up in prayer and share love with each other.
Absolutely. It's the love. Love heals, as Kuan Yin says. And thank you this morning for being with us. I'm assuming that you're a he, but I don't know. You haven't given us your name yet. But the comment is, I was raised outside of religion, but I'm very interested in Christianity. Yeah, we're very open here. Yeah, Jesus is very prominent in my life, and all of ours. Yeah, and so are any of the figures, the ascended masters, the angels, all of it. Yeah. So, and Diane Deagle is from PEI, Canada. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it because it will be wrong. But thank you to all the Canadians for jumping in here this morning. It feels like a reunion happening there. And Sharon Boyle, thank you. She's congratulating me for my article that came out yesterday in a Miami magazine. They did an interview with me. It was a few weeks ago that they interviewed me. And then the journalist did a really good write-up and put some pictures on there. So thank you. That was very uplifting to get that information yesterday that it was published. Yeah.
And Jenny says her son-in-law is still very ill, but better than in the COVID-19 ward. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I just saw that he's home from the hospital. That's awesome.
That is so cool. Yeah. And Carol Allen, good morning, honey. I was just thinking about you and wondering where you were.
Hi, honey. Thanks for showing up.
Okay. Wendy asked if you could put up the group name, Teri, for anyone who wants to join. We passed the 500 mark yesterday or the day before. Day before yesterday, something like that. And so we are over 500 strong. And there was another comment. Deirdre says validation is key. And, and that's so true. We offer up our intentions to universe, God, source, creator, whatever. And then we wait. And we wait to see how it's going to manifest itself. Yeah. And so, that is really, really good. And Catherine Kovacs, I wasn't ignoring you, Catherine. They are moving, and they're moving to another house in St. Augustine. So we want to offer up some prayers for a really smooth move.
Yes, and everything will go well. And Carol said her power was out. Okay. So thank you for letting us know that. Okay. And Australia just showed up. We have Captain Brad Donovan in Sydney, Australia.
Well, good morning, Captain Brad.
Welcome. He's on Periscope.
Okay.
We have a lot of the other social media that's starting to pay attention. And welcome. We're so happy that that's happening as well.
Welcome to the St. Johns River here in north central Florida. This is where we're at, and that's what's behind us. Our show came about because Teri got stranded up here during the virus, and she was out having coffee one morning over a month ago, and said, I wish I could share this beauty with everyone. And here we are. Gosh, we're about 35 days or so later, aren't we? Something like that.
Something like that. So Bradley says hi to us. Hi, Bradley. Welcome. We're so glad you're there on Periscope.
To see you. Thank you. And I'm assuming, Carol, that you're having a lot of storms up there as well, because I know Diane had them in Tennessee. Deirdre is still getting rain up in on Staten Island, and we woke up at Teri was not knocking. Hollering through calling my name through the door. She was calling my name through my door, going, help, it's really coming in, it's really coming in, everything's getting wet.
I was hoping she would reply soon so I could go finish shutting what I could of the windows. Wendy made a comment about how many people were watching. 22 is a master number, and so is 11. And she says every morning we see that 22 show up. And it varies because people come and go, and that's the beauty of Facebook Live.
Yes.
If you don't like what you see, or if you have something else that's brewing and you have to go do that, then you take care of it. But I love that we have the audience that we do in the morning, and I love that it's an interactive audience. You're not just sitting there. You actually respond to us, and you say, what's going on with you, and we love that. When I first started going live, oh my God, we're going way back now. I went live before there was a Facebook Live. My very first live experience was on Periscope. And then we had something called Google Hangouts. Anybody remember those? That was pre-Facebook.
No.
And I would go live, and I would always put out the intention, whoever needs to hear this message is going to be there to hear it. So the numbers weren't even important. It was like somebody is hearing the words. And I continue that to this day. It's like whoever needs that message is going to be there to hear it, or they'll come across the video at a later point afterward and come upon the message. So I think when we do that, it just manifests, and the numbers don't matter. I mean, we love seeing them, and we love seeing all of you.
Numbers. Oh, I love that.
But the important thing is that what we are doing is making a difference, and it shows because you all are here, and you keep coming back. I love that. It's like, we haven't run them away yet.
Not yet.
So we must be doing something right?
And good morning, Deborah White. It's so nice to have you with us. And Wendy says there's a storm brewing there. Jenny says same there. And and Carol says storms are just to the west, expected around 10 a.m. Would ask for prayers. I would assume that the electric stays on today.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
We will definitely lift that up in prayer. Let's see. Diane Deagle says, please pray for couples that are giving up on each other. Give them new strength.
That's tough.
If there are any cracks in the veneer at this time, they're going to get wider, and people, you pray that they're going to somehow fix the crack, whether that means going separate ways, whether it means coming together and healing. But this is a time of great healing and great introspection. And so this isolation really, I really believe part of why this is going on is so that we can go within and really take responsibility completely for ourselves and our interaction with others, and to look at the mirrors in our relationships and then decide, okay, is that working for me or not? And I pray that when you see two families that are together and they're isolated, anything that's out of alignment, if you will, with source, creator, whatever, with the highest good of all, is going to come up for us to look at and for us to heal through and to work through. So I'm praying for you, those couples. It was Diane, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Diane, I'm with you on that. Yeah. Really pray for the families, pray for the couples, pray for anyone, regardless of the outcome, because, it's up for a reason. It's up for a reason. It isn't just random. It doesn't just happen to us like we're victims. So yes, I am definitely putting my prayers behind that one for sure.
Yeah. And not every relationship is a lifelong relationship either. Yeah. And that's just reality. If you're trying to force something, it's not going to happen, and if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Right. And I know this, personally in my life, relationships, marriages that I thought I was going to be married forever, right? Yeah. I mean, we don't go into the marriage thinking, okay, I wonder how long this one's going to last.
Yeah.
But things happen, and you grow apart from each other. If you're not in alignment in your relationship, there is going to be a distancing. There's going to be that discord where you sit back and say, okay, am I supposed to still be here? And Lisa Nichols wrote a really beautiful book. And in that book, she talks about relationships and the different types of relationships. We make contracts before we come here. So there's people we make a contract with, and maybe that was just to come together for a reason, maybe to procreate. Maybe you came together to bring a child into the world or to build something together. And then that's done. Your promise, your commitment to each other is done. And sometimes we don't understand that because we don't see that big picture. And then there's some relationships that'll last like 60 years or more. Yeah. And that's the contract that you have with that person. And no matter what happens, no matter what distancing or what discord happens, you've agreed in your contract to work through that and to make that commitment come to fruition. Absolutely. That, you know, you're going to be with each other till the end. Yeah. So it's, be gentle with yourself. If there's something going on in a relationship, just really sit with yourself and ask those questions. What is my contract with this person? What is our soul contract? And not the marriage license contract, because that's just a piece of paper. But what's the real contract?
Diane, I want to bring this up, and I'm going to self-promote here, but I'm not really promoting myself. I'm promoting Sharon Rhea. Saturday night, I do a show called Rising Up with Jeryl. And my guest Saturday night is Sharon Rhea. And she is a family counselor. She is amazing. I've had friends that have worked with her. And she's going to come on and she's going to talk to that very subject that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Because what we're finding in this time is, in this isolation, the cracks are just, they're glaring. They're absolutely glaring. And she's going to address exactly what you're talking about. So please, if it's 8 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night on Enlightened World Network and Enlightened World Network, Enlightened Living.
EWN.
Enlightened
Just remember
Living.
The Enlightened Living part, and you'll be fine. Living.
And so please come and listen to Sharon. And I would assume maybe we're going to try to take some questions. I don't know, because I think it's one of those shows that might be a bit interactive potentially. So please come on and check her out.
That. And good morning, C. Megan Michael. C. And I want to address Sherry's question. Sherry Gatewood said, so no cord cutting would help that. Okay, let's back up. So we have the contract, but here's the but. We come into a human form, and in the human form, we have free will. So even though I've said to Jeryl Ann, we're going to remain friends for the duration. Okay, we're that's our commitment to each other. Before we come into this life, we're going to meet up as a part of the soul group, soul family, and we're going to remain friends. Now, both of us have free will. So if we decide, hey, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Yeah, I don't even like you. We can change that. We can change that contract. We have the will and the ability to look at those contracts and to say, okay, I choose path B. I'm not going to keep going down path A. So don't give up just because something comes through and it says, this was your contract and it's done. Both of you have the free will if you want to work on that relationship. But what I was saying earlier, don't force something that's not there, that purpose is finished. And that's like, okay, now where do we go from here? Right. And a lot of couples that end that relationship, they remain friends. Yeah. Some don't, but a lot of them do. And those are the really beautiful relationships when you can remain on a friendly term and speak and still be in each other's life, but just not be in that tight relationship that you were in.
It just transitions into a new way. I'm friends with all my exes. I've been married 4 times, okay? I never had children. I've been married 4 times. I've been engaged. I've dated. And I'm friends with everyone because there are no regrets, because each and every one of those relationships were meant to come into my life, and they all gave me something very valuable. Now, I will tell you this. Maybe initially when the breakup happened, there was a lot of pain. I had to work through and do the cord cuttings and do all of that to clear up the negative energy that was attached to it. Once I was able to do that and get out of the 3D emotion of it, I could rise higher and look at the benefit of that relationship and create a new relationship out of that. And I'm friends with all of them. My husband currently calls all of my exes his husband-in-laws. And one has been here to the property and stayed with us. I mean, everybody really gets along with everybody. It's really amazing. So, yes, there is some cord cutting that can happen. And Donna Sandoval says, I have been struggling with my marriage for some time now. I have been thinking about divorce for a long time now, but for whatever reason, I can't find clarity for what I need to do. This conversation is very interesting to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's
and that's the beauty of our mornings. We never know where we're going
this
to go.
is going.
We don't have an agenda. We don't have anything planned out. We just get out of bed and sit down and start talking. Just like you would if you were with a family or friends over coffee, whatever comes up. And that's this show. And we're here every morning for all the new people. This is what we do. And somebody on Periscope asked, how can we find you on Facebook? And that's why I put up our group name, Angelic River Family on Facebook.
Yes.
You can also go to Enlightened World Network and you'll find us streaming there because that's where we stream from. So thank you.
Yeah. Carol Allen, she gets along great with her ex-husband and they're still friends. So that's good. I do want to say Luann Terrio says, prayers for those that are struggling to pay rent, put food on the table for their families. There are landlords in Toronto trying to evict these already challenged low-income families. Wow. Okay. And prayers for those landlords to grow a heart.
So we're into the prayer requests. Keep typing them in because, we don't have to know every prayer request that you have. Spirit knows. But we love seeing it when you put your loved ones in there or you put yourself in there. Then we know more what we're looking at when we lift up you and your energy and what you care about as far as bringing something into the world that's going to be helpful.
Absolutely. And Donna, I don't want to leave you hanging. If you're available at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday night, please tune in and I will address this with Sharon as far as, how can people navigate that? And there's many to reach out. And if you want to reach out to us privately to get resources or just to talk about it, please do. We're family. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Teri is a life coach. I'm a life coach. I just was ordained in a non-denominational church. I'm a counselor. So please, if you need help, just a sounding board. We don't tell people what to do. That's not our job. But what we can do is help you discover for yourself what's inside. Because sometimes what happens is we get so caught up in the emotion of it, we can't see the clarity of the situation. At least that's been my experience for myself in the past. So
someone asked, how do we get signed on to the new network? It's a page on Facebook. I just typed in the name. It's EWN Enlightened Living. Just go in there and like the page. And there's a little drop down that says see notifications first or something like that.
See this first or something like that.
So just click that, and then every time we go live on that page, you're going to get that notification that we're live, and you can just come in and do that. But as far as the group, you just go into Angelic River Family. We love to have people in there. We've gone over the 500 mark that we said we're going to party at. And hi, Dina Gust. Welcome.
Hi.
So we're going to party, and we're thinking about possibly Saturday afternoon here in Eastern Time. How does that feel for you all? Let's see some thumbs up for Saturday afternoon, thumbs down for not
Eastern
Saturday
time.
Afternoon. So if you all want to do that, we will set the exact time, and we're going to go on Zoom. and we're going to dance, and we're going to laugh, and we're going to maybe cry, and we're going to just have fun. There'll be tears of joy, I promise.
We are getting a lot of thumbs up.
Oh, Dina, you found us on Facebook. She's the one that was on Periscope, Island Girl.
Oh, wonderful.
From Canada.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And Jenny Prowse says she's only been married once, but she lives with her partner for almost 14 years. I love him, but goodness me, it's a pain being with each other 24/7. Laugh out loud. Absolutely. That's one of the things. What I said to Teri is, I live in a retirement area.
Yeah, I think we got
and so consequently, everybody is getting used. We're used to this, where people go, "Oh my gosh, my husband's around all the time now," or "Wife is around all the time." Well, it's as if each and every one of you are getting to go through what these retirement communities go through all the time.
Exactly.
Going from the husband being off at work, or one of the spouses or partners being off all day, and then all of a sudden you're underfoot 24/7. And I'm fortunate. My husband has his garage, and it's a huge mechanics garage, and he works on golf carts. He's gone out of the house all day long except to tell me if he's leaving the property. So even though he's really retired, semi-retired, I'm fortunate in that way. But for those of you who do not have that capability, I completely understand how crazy that gets.
Yeah. Well, we are into our prayer time.
Yes.
And we have Diane that comes on at 9:30 in the morning, so we definitely want to honor that and give time in between for you to refill your coffee, or maybe put some clothes on your body or whatever. So I want to say hello to Deborah White. I don't think I said hello to you earlier, but she says she thought she missed the party. No, nobody missed the party. And I was paying attention to the storm that was blowing on us, and so I don't know if you all said thumbs up or not.
We had a lot.
We'll also put it into the group, and then I'll make a Zoom, and we will get that going. So,
and please pray for Tony and Sally De La Rosa. Tony and Sally are so sore, but more importantly, for all her suffering. Do kiss, ask for prayers for recovery for our world. Yes, Jenny, make him move into the garage. I love it.
Awesome. Okay, so let's start getting centered here, because we're into our prayer time.
Okay.
And thank you to all of you who are on with us.
Yes.
And so if you came in after we spoke about this, when I say the word God, because that's what I call my higher power, envision the God of your understanding. So it's not, we're not a religion. We don't force any dogma or any belief on anyone. We're open to all religions, all beliefs, and we're just love. That's what we are. So, hi, Susie Coffee, coming in just in time for prayers and meditation,
hi, Sue.
darling. So
Good
welcome
morning.
This morning. Sue is with Enlightened World Network, for those of you who have seen her pop in every once in a while. And we're so happy you're with us this morning, Sue.
Absolutely.
So let's just take the time right now to really start focusing and centering. It seems like we've had a wonderful discussion this morning, but it feels like we're like out into the world. Let's come back into ourself this morning. So take the breath in, because that's what's going to start the centering process. Take a deep breath into your lungs. I always like to say, envision that you're blowing up a balloon. You want to take that much oxygen in and really get a good feel in those lungs. And then exhale it out slowly. I like to touch the center of my chest, because my focus then goes to the heart. So with your next deep breath in, focus on what you're grateful for. Let's add some gratitude this morning. I'm so grateful for all of you that have come in to spend this time with us. There's some that are finding us for the first time, and we welcome you. We welcome everybody. So just show some gratitude for this time together. Let's hold that in our hearts right now. Exhale out, and as you do, your whole body just starts to relax. Just envision that this shell that we're in, this human body, is just starting to melt. It's just starting to droop as the spirit just starts to rise up. Another deep breath in, focusing on love, focusing on positive energy, whatever makes you happy, whatever joy comes into your life. Let's breathe that in. And when you breathe out, relax out anything that's not serving you anymore. What's there that's on your mind that's low vibration? We spoke about relationships. Maybe there's some relationship energy that just needs to be breathed out. Just let it go. Let that energy go. And that way you get more clarity about relationships, about what's going on in your life purpose. So continue to breathe in slowly, still focusing on the breath. Sometimes I just say, I am breathing in, and that brings my whole focus on the breath that I'm taking in. And then I'm breathing out and relax it out. And as you continue to relax into your spiritual energy, letting the physical body just sit still and not be the primary thing that we're focused on. We're focused on lifting each other right now. Let's call in the angels to help us do that lifting. Ooh, calling in our beautiful Archangel Raphael. There's a lot of physical healing that needs to take place today. And I feel that in myself. I feel it in others that have put up the messages of please do some physical healing. So Raphael, we're asking you to come in to oversee any healing that's needed at this time, whether that's on the physical level, the spiritual level, the emotional or mental level. And thank you, Raphael. Thank you for bringing in your team of healers that are just going to each person right now. There's an angel that's coming to each person to just touch you on the shoulder and let you know they're there. If you feel that touch on your body, that's the angel that just appeared to you right now, saying, I see you, I acknowledge you, and I love you. And as Kuan Yin says, love is the energy that heals. So open up your heart and receive that love inside of you. There's some clearing right now that's taking place. There's clearing from the high heart, all the way up into the throat. Let it out. If you have to clear your throat, do that to let this energy out. And the rain's getting a little loud, so I'm going to get closer to the microphone. So breathe it in. Breathe in the love that the angels are bringing to you. Hold that love in your heart. And then release anything that's low vibration. Just let it go. And now let's call in Archangel Michael, our beautiful, beautiful angel of protection, asking Michael to hold sacred space wherever you are, whatever your need is. There may be some that's in a tumultuous relationship, some that are in an abusive relationship. Let's call in the energy of Michael for your protection, for you to really be able to stand in your power, to own your power. And sometimes that abuse happens in the form of emotions. And that's what I'm feeling now, is that there's some emotional energy that's not for your best and highest good. So let's release that. Asking Raphael to help release any emotional abuse that's taking place, to cut that cord and let go of that type of energy from your life. And let's call in Archangel Gabriel for some clarity. Whatever is needed, whatever the resolution of any of your situations are, let's bring that energy forward. Help us to see clearly. Help us to understand. Sometimes we don't see that big picture. So when something happens, we look at it as something negative or something that we don't want in our life. But actually, some of those struggles, some of those challenges will be your biggest spiritual breakthrough. It'll be what catapults you into a higher level of understanding spiritually. So give thanks for anything that is happening in your life, any of your struggles, your physical challenges, your emotional challenges. Say thank you. Thank you that you're there, and help me to see the bigger picture. Help me to understand why this is in my life. And Archangel Uriel, please come through with some grounding energy today. Bring us back to that place of center, that place of balance in our lives. Help us to connect in with our dear Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, that right now is getting a lot of rain, a lot of weather, different weather in different parts of the world. And we just lift up Mother Gaia right now, seeing the refreshing that's taking place with the pause that we've had, seeing new growth, new energy in the water with the water beings. I feel a lot of elemental energy that is just rejoicing, because there's an energy underneath the surface of the earth that is very prevalent right now, and many people are seeing that in their lives, and they're connecting again to the elemental energy. So just feel the lightness of that, feel the joy of that, and let that come up through the earth energy to you. And let's honor the community that we're in, putting love out to your neighborhood, to your family, to your country that you're living in. Seeing all countries right now covered in love, seeing them covered in peace and covered in abundance, new growth, abundance of energy in all the plants, in all the trees, in all the animals. Seeing our beautiful water receiving healing. Doing that water blessing that Jeryl has taught us. Vav Mem Bet. Let's put that energy over the water that's there, this water that's coming in with the rain. Let's bless that water as it comes into our rivers, into our oceans, into the lakes and the streams. And now let's move that energy back into our heart, taking some deep love for nature, love for earth, love for each other, and love for our God, the God of our understanding. And asking that all these prayer requests be seen, shining the spotlight on them. Let's each hold our light and shine it. Let's shine it right now on each of these prayer requests. Just illuminate them. Some of them were written, some were spoken, some were held in your heart. Let's illuminate every request and ask for God to see it and to cover it in that white healing light that comes from the Creator. Asking our angels to let us know that those requests are being seen and heard. And thank you, angels, for all that you do for us. They are here for us, to help us. We all have access to them. We all have our own angels that work in our life. So let's let that energy come to us. Our guardian angels that are with us from the beginning of our life until we leave this human body. Let's say thank you to our guardian angels today. There are many angels stepping up right now through all that we're going through, helping us with that energy of a little bit of impatience. And they're helping us to, reminding us that maybe it's not time to go out yet. Maybe it's not time to go onto that plane because it's not ready to take off. Whatever it is in our life, let's let the angels minister to us in the way that we need it. And they know what that is. So now let's shine that light on each other. Let's really lift each other up today. There are many, many people here with needs, with things that you want to just let go of, things that are not helping you and not letting you have the very best experience you can have while you're here. One of my dear friends told me every day, life should be fun. Life should be enjoyed. Every moment should be enjoyed. If you're not enjoying every moment of your life, then look at that. Examine that. Examine what it is that's holding you back from that joy. And let's let that go. Let's shine that light on each other. And as that spotlight comes on you and you see the light, what is it that you want to just give over? What do you want to let go of today? Is there some heaviness inside that you feel it, but maybe you don't quite know how to let go of it, how to release it? It's very simple. You just say, yes, I'm turning it over. I'm letting it go. I don't need it. I don't want it anymore. I want the joy. If you're saying yes to joy right now, accept that love in and let go of anything that's standing between you and that joy, that beautiful bliss of being here on this planet. Just let it go. Release it. And the spotlight is coming on you. It's coming on every one of us right now as we all are shining that light. We're lifting each other up. We want that joy for each one. We want the very best experience for each other. Say your yes. You can say it out loud. You can scream it out. You can spell it out. Ever what you have to do. Say your yes, not to me, not to the group even, but say it to yourself. Say, yes, I want to let go and I'm going to let go. And now I let go. And now as a group, let's see all of that energy that just lifted, that energy that's going upward now. See 1,000,000 balloons being released all at the same time. Look at all the colors. Look at all the energy as it travels upward. And let that energy be transmuted into positive energy. And as it does so, it flows back down to us. It covers us with all that color, all of that joy, that positive energy. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm being covered right now with so much color. Thank you for letting go of a burden so that we can all get a blessing from it. Oh, how beautiful. We are beautiful. Each and every one of us, individually and together, we're beautiful. Let's stand in that beauty. Let's stand in our power. Keep releasing. Keep receiving. Keep owning that you are enough. You are powerful. You are amazing. Wow. I just felt peace come over the whole collective here. So much releasing was done. Releasing with tears, releasing with laughter, releasing the energy and bringing in the good, bringing in the positive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's open our eyes, coming back together and really, really feeling the love that you're going to share. You're going to share some love right now. If you've never done this before, this is the part we all wait for. We go into that prayer time to lift up the energy of what needs to be brought forth, what needs to be shared out for our higher power to take. So right now, we brought in some love from each other and from God, from the angels, from our guides. Feel that in your heart as we start to do what we have termed a heart telephone. And with this heart telephone, we're going to send out a message. We're going to speak that message to one person here, and that message is going to travel around to each person and magnify with each person's heart that it goes into. And then as it comes back around the circle, you're going to receive it back, but it's going to be really magnified. It's going to just hit you like a love bomb. So let's begin. And what you're going to do is envision that one of us here in the group, doesn't matter who, somebody in the group is standing on your left and somebody is standing on your right. And you're going to turn to that person on your left and you're going to say to them, I love you. And you're going to give it from your heart. So let's scoop it out and give it right now. I love you. And watch it as it goes around. I got chills. It's going around our group. It's really going into hearts and collecting so much energy and so much love. And now it's coming back and it's hitting you with that love bomb of energy, really coming into your heart space. Hold it there for a minute. Let's hold it for a minute. I want to hold my love for today.
I know. This feels yummy.
Let's just really enjoy this moment of feeling the love, feeling the peace, feeling the gratitude, feeling that wonderful energy of love right now. Unconditional love. This group has no agenda. We don't love you because of what you bring or because of what you can do for us. We love you, period. So now that you've held that energy, and you want to let it come out of you, right? We're going to do that to the whole group. So at the count of 3, we're all together going to say, thank you. I love you. And I don't care where you are. You might be in the middle of a grocery store or in the middle of a sidewalk somewhere. I want you to really give out that love. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. And oh, we do love you.
Yes, we do.
We love this group so much. We love anybody that hears these words.
Yes.
You are loved.
Absolutely.
You are loved. And know
Yes.
that. Feel it in your heart. Feel that in your heart. Oh, Jenny Prowse, not felt like this for a number of years. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I love when you all share, when you tell us that you're touched, that you actually feel what we give you. I feel it every day. I feel when that love bomb comes back in my heart. That's why I just wanted to hold it today. It's like, oh, I got to hold on to this for a minute.
I'll tell you, we can wake up, and this morning was one of those mornings. I overslept. We were both in a lot of physical pain this morning, and as soon as we sit down and we go live and we see all of you, it's as if you lift me to beyond the mountaintops.
Yeah.
And the love that we feel that comes from you, our only hope is that you feel the love that we feel for you as much as we feel the love coming towards us. And that's what this is all about. Somebody said, are you a religion? Yes. Of love.
The religion of
love. And that's what we have to do. We have to keep lifting each other up in love and compassion and acceptance.
Yeah. And Lillianne came in while we were doing the prayer. Lily, we love you so much over there.
We do,
in Norway. You're my star of Norway, and I love you so much. And I see all of your thank yous. I see all of your love. Thank you. I'm putting it right back out there to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we do this every morning for those of you that are new.
Right.
And thank you, Diane. Love, love, love to everyone. Yes. And Diane, I know you are just so full of yourself today, full of love,
so excited,
full of energy.
And she said she's got a lot of things for the playground.
Yeah,
so don't miss Diane.
At
9:30 this morning.
9:30, go
to the playground.
Enlightened Living, EWN Enlightened Living.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
This morning, or not this morning, this afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern, Deb Goldberg, who is a huge part of Enlightened World Network, is doing Angel Heart Radio at 2 o'clock. And she's going to have the ladies from the Broader Edge on the show with her today. And that includes me. So if you've seen that show or seen us introducing that show, you know that we are so excited about bringing this together for all of you. So tune in if you can at 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern.
And that today's Thursday, so you have at
Thursday.
5 p.m.
I
Is it
have
the broadcast?
gratitude happy hour, Thankful Thursday today.
Okay.
And I have a beautiful lady with me that started a movement. And her movement is called My Mask is for You. And so I hope you'll tune in and listen to Deborah this afternoon at 5 o'clock Eastern as we both share some of our projects, because as you know, something near and dear to my heart is Letters of Love. And she's going to help us with that movement as well and writing up an article about it. So
Awesome.
lots to do today, lots to tune into, and we hope that you'll just jump into some of those programs that are going on today. We love you so much.
And Jenny, thank you so much. I'm glad there
must
tears
be
of
a
joy.
Brookie under my chair.
Yeah, she's
when I move my
absolutely-
leg, I feel this movement on my leg. And I'm like,
She's
okay,
underneath
what is
you.
that?
Yes, her big sister took her bed, so she came over to lay
Okay, that's
underneath
what
you.
it wasn't a ghost. It was Brookie. I love you all.
Oh, I love you too. Please have
You're
just
awesome.
a beautiful day today. And no matter what the weather is, see the rain is cleansing the planet.
Yes.
And just find the miracles big and small today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We love you, and keep
We
spreading
love
the word. Keep telling people about coffee and
Yes.
that they can come in and just be immersed in love.
Join us. Yes. Thank you so much. Have a blessed
Love
day,
you all.
everybody. We
Bye.
love you. Mwah.